Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Michael Williams here with White Label Consulting. So I am filming a video real quick to talk about, you saw the title, let me go back to the title real quick. 8,000 watch hours, start another channel now. Now, I'm going to get right into it. On February February 1, 2027, YouTube is going to actually move to having almost 8,000 hours. Actually, it is 8,000 hours, and you're going to need 20 million YouTube short views plus 1,000 subs to get your channel monetized. Now, right now it's 1,000. Right now, it's a lesser amount. But my thing is, I think that in scope of that information, that you should start another YouTube channel now. This video is not for everybody. This video is for everybody who is monetized, right? Who currently has monetization going on. And I'll even include some people who are close to being monetized now, who are close to the 4,000 hours or the 3,000 hours if you're part of the introductory partner program. You should start another channel now. And I'm going to tell you why. If you look at how it's set up now, it's 1,000 subs. You can have 500 subs to get into a lower program. It's 1,000 subs. You need 4,000 watch hours or 3,000 if you've been grandfathered into an older program. And you need 10 million shorts over a 90-day period. In 2027, that's going to double. You're going to need 8,000 watch hours in a calendar year. And you're going to need 20 million shorts views in a 90-day period. And you're also going to need to maintain a consistent amount of activity to keep these numbers going from year to year. If I were you and I had a channel that was monetized now, right, or I was close to being monetized, I would just start another channel now. And I'm going to tell you why. In my estimate, it'll be easier for you to get two channels right now monetized, especially if you already have one already monetized. You just got to collect another 4,000 hours and have two forms of stream income, because when 2027 rolls around, they will grandfather those, according to the internet, they will grandfather those channels in, and then you'll have two forms of income if you're serious about being a content creator doing a live stream. I think you should really work hard towards that right now. And I'm going to tell you 4 things to do on your new channel. These are not for your old channel. These are for your new channel. First thing you want to do is you want to cut out all the fancy editing on your new channel. No more stellar motion graphics. No more super long intros where your intro is 45 seconds long, right? You should literally put the logo splash on the screen and get into the content and be done with the video. Logo splash in, content, logo out. It's for your new channel. It's not for your current channel, right? It's for your new channel, right? The value is basically not just in how it looks, but really in what you say, because people are going to deem you as the expert, whether it's politics, whether it's graphics, whether it's music, whatever it is. If you do piano on one channel and you play another instrument, maybe start a channel with the second instrument, right? If you have long piano clips or you do long graphic tutorials, maybe you could possibly do some things to take some of that content and put it on the second channel so you can possibly get a second channel monetized, because people will watch your content. If you already got monetized once, it shouldn't be too hard to get it monetized again. My man Vocab Malone, he started a second channel. He's doing great on that second channel. Already got it monetized and it's ready to go. So the first thing you want to do is cut the fancy editing out. The next thing you want to do is you want to get straight to the point. If you notice, I jumped right into this video. There's no need for a super long intro for what I'm talking about. The idea is that you're an expert in what you talk about. You should be able to fly right into any subject, right? And maybe you're not understanding how to do this, right? And I'll give you an example. If you talk about politics and you do interviews on one channel, maybe you have some more polished or more, not polished, but more rougher, unplugged stuff on another channel. Maybe the audience you have over here is not the same audience over here, and your newer audience, right, may not be the same type of people that you've been monetized on. I started my channel during the pandemic. The people that are live streaming during the pandemic are not the people that are live streaming now. There are dozens of people who aren't live streaming at all anymore. So I'm into a whole live stream game is different. Cameras are different, equipment's different, software's different, AI has changed the game. So my secondary audience is not going to be the same as my new audience, right? I'm really going to introduce what I'm going to talk about, which will work on your current channel too, but introduce what you're talking about, get right into it, spend 8 to 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 13, 14 minutes, whatever the next 60 to 70% of the length of your video is, spend that time discussing the problem or laying the foundation for what your video is about, right? I think these videos on your new channel, other than the next step, should probably be significantly shorter, right? You're looking for a new crowd to come in and support what you're doing, but I think you can achieve it faster on a second channel, right? I know somebody say it doesn't make sense to split up your attention. It's going to make sense in a minute, right? You're going to call to action on every video, both channels, and you don't have to ramble on for 5-minute intros, 2-minute intros. You really should be able to get into the content to get people in, because the people that are watching content now are not the people that are watching content 3 years ago. That the technology changes that much. So you definitely want to cut out the fancy editing, right? You want to get straight to the point. The next thing you want to do for your new channels, you want to repurpose content off your old channel. My channel has about 200-300 videos, right? Some of the stuff on my old channel, especially like my longer tutorials, my audience right now is not into 2, 3, 4 hour tutorials, right? So I need to chop some of that stuff off and move it to another space where it can still be some evergreen content, right? There are some subjects that have been talked about in your area or your sphere that may not be relevant for your audience because you've already covered it, but a new audience that may not go back and watch a video from last year. I got people that are still asking how to share scripture, right, on their OBS and in their live stream that I've covered several times. So my current 1,910 subscribers, which is not a lot by means, are not looking at that content anymore. But there's another crop of people that'll find it if I put it in a place like strictly tips and tricks for OBS. All the extra stuff stays on my channel here. There's stuff on this channel that stays here. But there's some stuff that needs to be dropped on another channel that I can do. And I think that's repurposing. The way I can repurpose that, take some of my longer live streams, my 2-3 hour live streams, clip them down, right? I actually made my own AI Opus style clip generator so I can throw a logo, a video in there and get my own clips and just upload them over here and tell it to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minute clips and just upload them over here to that channel because people on this channel may not watch it. It's okay. It's okay. You're trying to, as I stated, get more income and more monetization in 2027, and you don't want to have to work as hard. It'd be easier to take this route to get 2 channels monetized, especially if you already have 1 channel. I think it's way easier for you to gain another 1,000 subscribers and another 4,000 watch hours based on most of the content you've already shot. I think it's doable. Upload shorts now because you only need 10 million versus you're going to need 20 million next year, right? Utilize your community posting page on YouTube, post to Facebook, post to TikTok. Like, get all of these people plugged into your channel of content you already have. You already have a library of stuff that you already own. So I am suggesting you take that, especially some of your stuff from like 2 years ago that people may not be watching anymore. Right? There's a group of people that are watching it, but you can get new subscribers off old content if you put it right in their face and drop it right back in the algorithm to get them to be plugged in, right, to coming into your network, right? Invite people to watch older content, but put it on a different page, put it in a new channel. This is what I'm coming up with, right? Last thing is stick to your expertise. On your new channel, your second channel, you can cover the same topic, but cover it in a different light. I think my second channel will just be specifically geared towards OBS and not just live streaming. Now, you might see the market is saturated from OBS, but I have a very niche audience, and that's basically church live streamers. So the OBS tips and like this layout you see on the screen, I don't recommend any church set their live stream up like this. This is how I like it to look. But most of my layouts that I set up for churches are very, very simplistic. In fact, we came up with an OBS layout tool that has 83 layouts in it. You could just go to a website and download them and put them in your OBS, and it will automatically lay your OBS out for you, right? I might put the link in the description, and then it's easy. You just go in and make sure this link is your camera, and this is your screen, and this is your slides. It's already in there. So I think that if you stick to your expertise in your new channel, right, it's going to yield the same effect. You don't have to teach what everybody else is teaching on the new channel. You can teach what you actually do. Maybe if you are a political commentator, maybe you give your life story on the other channel, because people on this channel may not want to watch that. They come to you for news. That doesn't mean you can't take who you are as a person and the things that you truly believe and the stuff that you may not be able to say to this audience and say it to another audience over here who will get behind you and find themselves subscribed to both channels, right? I do church tech. I do print workflows. So we're going to print shop. I got a heat press right behind my head right there. I just printed some shirts up before I did this. I do software as a service now. I'm in the AI app development. Actually, the slide software that you're watching right now to the, is it this way? Which way is it? Where's the camera at? Right there. I developed that. It's my own Canva style software, but that's not for this channel. For this channel is live stream and tech. My other channel will be OBS tips, specifically geared towards OBS. And that's probably how I'll do it to get monetized on 2 channels, because you're just creating an extra form of income, right? I think at the end of the day, this is something I talked to my man, Jason, over at J-Wit Podcast. I talked to him today. I say, hey man, you got a decent amount, a great number of subs, very, very effective in what you're doing. I think it would be great for you to take some time to consider maybe taking the hundreds of videos you have, repurposing them, and put them on another channel and see how it goes. Because it'll be easier for him to monetize a second channel now than it would be for him to actually try to get another channel monetized in 2027 because of the high requirements that they're going to have. Consider it. That's all I can do. If you're a live streamer, you're a podcaster, and you're already monetized, watch this video again. Think about it. See if there's something that you think that would benefit you in having a second channel monetized that can actually pull in some extra income and maybe give you an opportunity to cover a couple different angles to actually talk to your audience about, because I think that this idea might be something that's good for you YouTube people that are already monetized. Might be something that you want to go down the rabbit hole and see. Michael Williams, White Label Consultant. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Goodbye.